everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be telling you guys the truth about my past relationships. And I know I made story times and I kind of, let you guys in on a few stories, a few pointless people, a few whatever you want to call it. But in this video, I promise this will be like the last time I talk about my past relationships, because I know nobody wants to hear. None of y'all want to be nosy anymore, okay? But I'm officially gonna stop talking about it, hopefully. I might have to bring it up though. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that this is the truth about my past relationships, okay? So as you guys know, I have never seen forever. I have never been in love. I've never had that deep, lovey feeling with anyone that I have ever been with. Of course, the words were thrown around and stuff, but like, okay. This is gonna sound bad, but I don't mean it in like a bad way. I think deep down in my heart, like, I always knew that I deserved better. And my friends would even tell me, like, girl, like, you deserve so much better. Like, they can know this guy can be their freaking brother, okay? And they would be like, nope, you deserve better than that. And I would be like, I never dated any of my friends' brothers, okay? Just make that clear, okay? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Anyways, but that's the thing, like, they have always told me, like, oh, you deserve better, and I knew it too. Like, even if I was talking to a dude and I would like hype him up, like, in my mind, I would still, like, deep down in my heart, like, I would just be like, no, like, I want better, like, like, I always wanted better, but I never knew what that better was, like, I never knew who that better was. And it wasn't even like looks or anything like that, because I'm not that shallow and I'm not that person, but like, it was more so like, I just knew I wanted to do better because I felt like I could do better, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just never felt like I never felt like I was a guy's one. Like, you know how like sometimes like when you meet a guy or something and he has a girlfriend, or like one of your guy friends or even your brother or something, and he's like, she's the one, like, she's so beautiful, like, she's my background on my phone, like, she's my best friend, like, oh my gosh, like, I gotta go call her, I gotta go tell her this, I gotta do this. So, like, you know how like in relationships, like, the guy is just like crazy about this girl and he would like do anything for her. I never got that. Like, I would always be like, oh, like, do you want to talk on the phone or something later or something? Like, I would always have to initiate that. Like, no one ever like picked up the phone and was like, hey babe, like, I'm just calling to see how your day was or anything like that. Like, I never got that, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like I just felt like no one was ever in love with me the way that I wanted them to be. And I know you guys are gonna be like, well, duh, like, no one's gonna, everyone loves differently and everything like that. But like, I think deep down, like, you just know if a person likes you. It's kind of like, okay, you know how when you talk to someone or like when you're texting them and then you're like, oh, like, this conversation's like dry, like a term people use nowadays, basically boring or whatever. So it's kind of like, oh, like, this person, they're not asking me about my day. They're not asking me, they didn't say good morning today or anything like that. It's kind of like that. Like, you just feel like, oh, like, they just kind of pulled back, And I just never felt like a guy was in it to win it, And when I say win it, I don't mean like I'm a prize or anything, but I mean like they never saw like the end goal of like, living a happy life with me or like having children with me and stuff like that, like, marriage and everything. Like, it was just always just like, oh, like, you're kind of cute, like, we can start talking or whatever, and blah, blah, and eventually feelings will develop, but, like, nothing ever came of that, like, But I think, there's always good in everything, and I think the best part about me never being in love and nobody ever being in love with me is, I should say, the fact that I have nothing to compare it to. Like, I can't say, like, in my next future, hopefully, relationship, like, I can't say, like, oh, my ex was better at this, or, like, my ex, like, loved me endlessly, or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing to compare it to. I have nothing to, it's basically, like, a brand new start. It's a clean slate, you know what I'm saying? So it's, like, this is how it's supposed to be, like, this is how a relationship is supposed to work, And as you guys know, like, I don't consider like my past relationships like really relationships, because when I think of relationships, I think of commitment. I think of, you both have feelings for each other, and there were some times, where I did have feelings for a dude and he didn't have feelings for me, or a guy had feelings for me but I didn't have those feelings for him, and it's just all kind of, wired and weirdly, okay? But I think the best part about it is that one day when I do fall in love, it's gonna be so special, it's gonna be with like the person I'm supposed to be in love with, like, you know, and the person that, you know, with God's permission, like, this is the one that I'm supposed to be with. This is the one that I'm supposed to give my all to. And, you know, and I can't wait for that day. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's the thing. Like, so I think the truth of the matter about like my past relationships is I think that I've definitely grown from them. I think I've definitely learned a lot about myself and who I want and who I don't want. Like, you know, what I want in a person, what I don't want in a person, and that kind of thing. And I think that definitely pushed me to do better. And now I know what better is. Like, you know, and now I feel like my standards are, they're still up there, don't worry. So my standards did not go down at all. Trust me, they got higher, okay? But yeah, so I think that's definitely the truth of the truth about my past relationships was that it wasn't anything like fairy tale like. It wasn't anything, you know, like a real deal kind of thing. It was more so of like just teenagers trying to find out what a relationship is supposed to be, or what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. And thankfully, you know, now like I know what I want and what I don't want. So, you know, if you are going through some things, know that it's just a lesson to be learned, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna come out stronger and a lot better than ever. And you ain't gonna settle for just text messages, okay? You're not gonna settle for a 2-minute phone call. And okay, it wasn't 2 minutes, but you know, whatever. You ain't gonna settle for baby carrots or anything like that, okay? That's all I got to say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this kind of, you know, gave you some, like, a more in-depth kind of look into my past relationships. And I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I will see you guys next time. Bye!